So, the Nintendo Switch was just announced. Kind of interesting. I've already went through the video, watched it, and I kind of wanted to just like go through it and talk about it a little bit. So, we go and doing that. So we'll just run through the video real quick, and then we'll go through more with like a fine tooth comb afterwards. There's gonna be like tons of people talking about this. So, got some new Zelda footage on there. Kind of nice. I like the handle or the device. It's like a normal controller. Probably an extra battery pack as well for the controller. This stuff is kind of gimmicky. I don't think anyone is really going to be playing this way, but I guess having the option's nice. And this kind of use case, like, what's the battery life going to be? I don't really like that. That really reminds me of how you put in the cartridges, like on the Vita. And this piece of shit is such a pain in the ass to do this, to put the like its cartridges in. But that the way that he does it on the video reminds me a lot of that. So they also have a dedicated controller, which is interesting. I makes me wonder if the ergonomics aren't right on the modular one. Window dock as well. I guess it does have support for the stupid sideways controller mode. I find that really silly. No one is going to do this. Like the battery life would have to be way too long for this to be viable. This is the most cringe-worthy one. Like, what's up with this dress? Whatever. I like that like automatic switching. I really hope it does that. Woo, Nintendo Switch. Okay. So that's pretty basic there. I generally think that it looks really interesting. Don't ever see any footage of it being used in a touchscreen mode, and that concerns me because I really want to see Mario Maker on this, and without touchscreen mode, I don't know how that'll work. So I'm curious to see if they have touchscreen on it. It'll be interesting to see the price point. I was just chatting with my friend. You saw that message show up, and he's pretty sure it's going to cost a lot, like a lot more than like even like the Xbox One S. I'm skeptical. I think that they can't price the set more than $500. I don't think that it would be successful at all if they did that. The branding is a lot better than the Wii U. That's for damn sure. Nintendo Switch is an interesting, I guess, name. I like the NX better, just because it sounds cooler. But Nintendo Switch is more friendly and like family kind of sounding. But all of the promo video is not aiming at like family kind of like party mode style gaming. This is more single player kind of gaming experience, especially with the fact that you take the device with you. So like I could see in like a family situation, like you're playing on the TV and mom and dad come home. It's like, oh well, I'll just take it. But then what about your siblings? I guess you just like prop it up and then play with it that way. But we'll have to see. But so we see later in the video when he's in the airplane that he's got both of them. Different guy has both of them in each of his hands. So each of those controllers have to have their own battery in it, and that thing that he's got it set up on now, we'll get this. It's obviously got like internal battery to charge those while it's set up like this. Don't see how this is going to connect to the device itself. Looks like it may be through these ports. But yeah, there's no wires shown, so don't know how this actually is going to charge. But these will probably charge whenever it's connected to a device like this. So in this mode, they would charge here. When they're separated, they'd be self-powered, but when they're on the device, they're probably powered through the device. They may act as a battery for the device as well. I don't know. Battery life is going to be a concern. Battery life is definitely going to be a concern. I do like how this looks. I mean, it looks kind of like a Super Wii. I don't know. Like, I like the smallish form factor. I don't know how I feel about the tablet sticking out above it. It's nice though. I like it better than like how the Xbox and PlayStation look. But I don't know. I just like that it's kind of small. So yeah, like that switching is really I feel like this is actual hardware, and not like rendered. Let's see this a little slower. Doop doop doop. So click, and that doesn't do anything to these. The lights turn on, but you pull it out and it just switches. It's really nice. If it actually works that way. But this looks not like a render, so I don't know. We'll have to see. This is silly though. Playing outside like this. I don't know. The contrast would have to be pretty good for that to be reasonable. But yeah, this looks bad. I don't like this. This reminds me of the Vita way too much on that. Cartridges are kind of bigger than an SD card. But I'm assuming these are the only cartridges are going to be. If that's the case, though, so it's set in the device that way, so it'd still be on top. That flappy hinge, like, I guess it gives it better dust protection or whatever, but you're always going to have a cartridge in there, so I don't know. I'm skeptical with this. I like I don't have my 3DS with me here, but I like how the 3DS cartridges go on. I like um, yeah, a 3DS the way it does it is really really nice. But like I get why the PS Vita has that little flappy plastic bullshit on it, but every time I switch cartridges on it, I want to rip it off. Um, and I think they could have done without it. I guess it gives some protection, like someone doesn't like pop it out and take the game, but I don't know. We do see we got our 3.5mm jack. Yes, this is the future. And top speakers. I'm assuming those are stereo. Oh, nope, not stereo, just one. What's that on the other side? Power button, double triggers. That's good. Both of these are basically the same, but like reversed. So analog stick on top, analog stick on the bottom, four buttons, which makes it nice to like games that only need the like 4-button analog stick controls can analog and 4 buttons can like use 2 of them to do that, to show some gameplay of that. But then like your triggers are out because on one you're gonna have the trigger on this side and they're gonna be like sideways on your hand, and on the other one it'll be flipped the other way. And so the analog stick will be here, but your triggers are gonna be here sideways. Kind of interesting, but yeah. So it looks like that's a speaker game port here. 3.5mm jack, power button. Decent. Okay, so that looks like that may be either venting right there. This may be venting too then. I don't know. This hinge, it's like I'd be concerned with wobbling, but why is it? Oh, let's go back. Yeah, that's a game card. This may be easier to get off than the Vita. Like, it may not be as bad as on the Vita. Anything here? I mean, like that, it looks like a normal tablet. Oh, that was interesting. Okay, let's go back. What is this? This got to be like the start button, I guess. But it's interesting that it's a plus. I do like that it has this mode because they may be pretty comfortable actually. Okay, so on the other side it's got a minus. This looks like that's got like an IR sensor here. There may be a more clear picture of that later. Okay, so it's got the same thing here. So that's probably the plus and minus, but it has like this IR type sensor here. And I do like this, that there is like a dedicated normal controller that's like standard. I wonder how the connectivity is going to be, like if it's going to be like Bluetooth or their own proprietary thing. And I wonder if there's going to be support for using like, you know, Xbox controller or whatever, because it's got the standard button layout. I mean, like, it'd be awesome if I could use this motherfucker on there. Because I love this, the Steam controller. But this is your normal, you know, it's probably got clicky buttons. Normal button layout. It's good. But again, we don't see any charging capacity on here. They want it to be clean for the video, but it doesn't give us information on how it charges. And like the concept of like taking it and going, like that's nice in theory, but I mean, this video assumes like he's flying from someplace that has the base station already there. So he was somewhere that didn't have the base station. Like, what if you're going to a hotel? You don't want to take the base station with you, but you might take the tablet, but you may still want to connect to the TV. how does that work? So this is kind of odd. It looks like they're gonna be selling like an accessory that is like a hood or windshield mount, I guess. Wonder if this is gonna have like GPS functions or anything like that. So yeah, no, we actually see some gameplay of this. This implies there are buttons here, or maybe it's just the way they're pushing it. But like if we look at the video slower, why do I always click that? It looks like okay. It looks like he's like pushing the right trigger. See, I don't know, like it oh, too far. Damn it. It's really short amount of time on that frame. Okay. See, it looks like he's pushing buttons there. Oh, there may be a button. This does not look ergonomical. I'm gonna just say that it does not look ergonomical with the analog stick being so up. It's probably great for actually playing with it this way, but this seems odd. This seems odd. How big is that? Spaced like this, and then it's smaller than that. I don't know. Like having this centered on here, it makes it. This is gonna be a stretch, and then on the other side, it's not gonna be this way. It's gonna be stretched for these buttons. I don't know. It's gonna be weird. What's this button? A home button. Okay. Cool. Anything else? So this implies that the device itself has wireless connectivity between them and offline multiplayer mode. So I'm assuming there's no internet here, which would be nice. But then, you still have your power concerns, like I've been saying a bunch of times. Like the device isn't thin, so I mean it may have a decent battery, but what does the base station do other than charge and like move your HDMI or whatever signal to the TV? Like if all of the hardware is in this tablet, why even have the base station be so big? Like it's huge compared to this device. So what is it doing that makes it so big? And it's kind of set up like how much battery life can we expect this? A couple hours? I don't know. And like when it's connected to the base station, is the Wi-Fi going through the tablet device, or is it like does the base station have Ethernet connected to it? I don't know. Anything else we can see here? The power slider, not a button. Okay, nothing on the face of the device. It's just black. I would assume there'd be like a camera or something. Say that. Power, and then there's like another button here, maybe a sync or connect button for syncing the controllers. Okay, so this does look like this might be. Oh, it's the home button. Never mind. Hey, this is showing battery life on each of those. Oh, let's see. Actually, can I tell? This may be rendered gameplay. Sad. Like, if it switches that quickly, that'd be amazing. Like, because that is really fast switching. Like, it doesn't even take a second to think about it. It's like, look how big this space station is. That is pretty big. Considering all the hardware for gameplay is on the tablet, like, it doesn't have, like, I guess maybe just a power supply. I don't know. Let's see if there's any new stuff in that shot. No, not much. It's just the same stuff. The build looks nice. Oh, I wonder if I can tell if there's buttons on there. It does look like there's buttons on that. Yeah, that looks like a button to me. And yeah, the weird sideways thing. And then, yeah, you can see it's offset here as well. It looks kind of funny compared to this one without the side things. It's interesting. It's an interesting controller. What is this button? Is it that's like the thing that I think is an IR sensor. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Don't care about Splatoons. Anything else? Cool. So, yeah, it's the NX, or not the NX, but the Switch. Looks interesting. Definitely be looking forward to new information on it, and hopefully, hopefully, it's good. I really, really want to know if it has touchscreen, because if it doesn't, I don't know how they're gonna do Mario Maker, and I want Mario Maker, and I don't want to have to buy a Wii U. So yeah. See y'all later.